What up? What up? What up? What up, people? What's going on? We ain't got no one in yet, but what's going on? Quad squat and sit ski Greg, eh?
Oh yeah.
But
Fucking quad squad, eh? I'm a member of the quad squad. Fucking
you're
thing.
part of the squad now.
Uh, well,
Yeah,
love's not crypt, you know? If you know, you
yeah.
know.
You know. Yeah.
You know.
All right. We got somebody. We got somebody in here. All righty. And listen to chats if you guys got any questions and shit. And you know, yeah. So I guess we don't have Greg for too long, so I'm just gonna start it, let it run, and if you guys didn't get it in, you guys can go back and do the playback. And with that, yeah. So we got my buddy Greg. I've known him since the beginning. We were both in Lyndhurst. Well, I was a little earlier than him, but we were in around Lyndhurst same time. And we've been up to some crazy shit over the last crazy years. And yeah, so Greg, yeah, how you doing?
Oh, fucking just keeping it, trying to stay busy as possible, doing what you do.
True that. True
Yeah.
that.
Tried
So
sledge
like,
hockey for the
what
first
happened?
time
So
yesterday.
how'd you? What?
So tried sledge hockey, fucking, not for the first time yesterday, but in like an actual team setting with practice. Um,
Okay.
it was pretty good. I fucking been killing it at the gym lately for the past like going for a long time now. I'm in really good shape. And it shined on the fucking
Nice.
ice rink, man. Like I was just like I didn't even get tired. Was on the ice for like an hour and 15 minutes, barely. I only broke a sweat like a little bit. Like it wasn't like huffing and puffing, dying, can't wait to get off the ice. Like I was just like, there's other guys being like, oh, I'm so tired. And I'm just like, this is your sport. What do you mean you're tired? I'm not tired. I'm fucking doing just as much as you. What do you mean? You guys would not last on the slopes, boys. Jesus, fuck.
True.
Um,
I didn't even think of sledge hockey. I even forgot that was even a sport.
yeah, man. Fucking
That's
anything that
awesome.
gets you out of the wheelchair is something some other guy in a chair told me, and he's right. I think that's true.
It's a good point. It's a good point. Whatever you can get into it.
Yeah, fucking right, man.
Yeah. So would you say it's like kind of like sit skiing, just on a flat surface?
Yeah, so it's jet skiing on a flat surface. Because you got two skates underneath you until you get good, in which case you have one skate, exact same as sit skiing. You start off with bi skis, work your way up to the mono ski. And I'm on the mono ski right now, so sitting on two skates is like, for me, just fine. Last time I tried it, I'd fall over and I was like a turtle on his back. I had to have like two or three people help me back up, and I'd just fall back over. It sucked. This time, I'm just like, I fall over and I'm just like, back up. And I'm like, holy fuck! You know?
Nice, nice.
That's what going to the gym and all that shit will do for you. So, you're in a
Yep.
wheelchair and all that shit. I can gotta keep exercising.
True that. True that. So what happened? How'd you have your accident? I know it, but like for the people, how did it all happen?
How many years do we got, anyways?
Wow, how many years has it been?
No, I said, how many
I'm at.
viewers do we have right now?
Oh, true.
Do we have one or two
Oh yeah, the
viewers?
short summary, the ballpark.
Uh, no, yeah, I fucking got electrocuted, man.
True.
In a nutshell, that's what happened. I got electrocuted. Fucking power line through the head, out the foot. Fucking 14,500 volts. It was a bad day at work. You know,
Yeah,
I
I
was just a
call that
little
a bad day
boy,
at work.
just a wee little boy. I was like 21. You were a
Yep.
little boy when it happened to you. You were like what, 18,
16 turning
16?
17 the
I was gonna
following
say
week.
no, yeah. You're a little teenager still though, just a little one.
Yeah.
Fucking barely a fucking hair on your balls yet. God damn it. Like, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like yeah, and then like what? Now we're like you're 30, what, like almost 30, 28.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
fucking 32, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm an adult now. I don't know how to be an adult, man. I got hurt when I was a kid. What do you mean I'm an adult? Okay. Sure.
Yeah, I
What's it
remember in
like?
my documentary, I there's this one line where it's like, you know, I was a crazy teenager before the accident. You know, I break my neck. You think shit's gonna change?
Yeah, I remember that line actually from your documentary. Yeah, fucking, and I
Yeah,
was just like, I laughed because I'm like, yeah, it's the same way. And I was actually even talking to my mother like the other day, and she goes, I'm telling her I'm gonna fucking try the sledge hockey, and she's like, what the fuck? I'm not even surprised anymore. And I'm like, what?
yeah,
She's like, yeah, you never let shit stop you before you get hurt. You're not gonna let shit stop you after you get hurt. Like, fuck, I don't even. The wheelchair doesn't matter anymore, I guess. And I'm like, no. Yeah,
yeah.
so,
So,
you know, I got a
so
fucking
what?
hot ass girlfriend, nice house, doesn't matter. Fuck it.
Yeah, you know the beautiful things in life when you get your life together. You know, you make the best of it. You know, you keep trooping, make do with what you got, and carry on. You know.
hmm
So what were you doing for work when that happened?
Oh, I was a roofer. Then my boss fell off the roof, got injured, and then we had no work. And then I had to go to, I had another job lined up on a Tuesday. And so on the Monday before, the day before, I had no money. Well, I had like, yeah, no money. And I didn't want to show up on Tuesday fucking with no smokes and no food. And I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to look like some fucking homeless
Yep.
crackhead fucking, you know? Because that's what I'd look like, even though I don't do drugs. And yeah, so I go to this temporary job agency that's going to pay me on the same day. So I'm getting bent right over in the first place. Show up there, get fucking matched up with a ease trough guy, and then fucking yeah. So I was doing ease troughs that day, but I was a roofer, and I was going to start framing the day after I got hurt. So I don't know. I was just a tradesman, man. Like I was just a tradesman in training. Well,
Yep.
who knows where I would have been right now? You know,
True.
like probably where I was going, I probably would have had my own business and shit, my own crew. My one buddy just popped by the house today. He's got his own business, his own crew. He's only like a year and a bit older than me. And it's like,
Nice.
yeah, man, fuck, that's exactly what I would have been doing with my own crew and my own shit. Like, we'd be sitting there fucking doing the exact same thing we're doing right now, except I would just have
Yep.
my own fucking company and some shit, you know? It just is what it
You
is.
know, sometimes life go on a different path. You know.
Yeah, but now I'm
Yeah.
fucking trying to be a para athlete, I guess. Like, fucking
Yep.
trying to do all the extracurricular fucking sports shit. Like this year was a turning point. 11 years post accident, and this year was the turning point where I started actually like living again, man. Like
Yep.
fucking been to Wonderland like fucking I don't know 15 times this year. Um, that's fun. If you're in a wheelchair, go to Wonderland. Like you just get to skip the line. They give you a little timer by the time
True.
you make it to the next place. Your time's already passed and you're ready to go on the fucking next ride. Like it's just perfect. It just works perfectly. And
True that.
yeah, man.
What
And
What's it like being on a roller coaster after your accident?
scary the first time, like, but I think it's scary for everybody the first time, so it doesn't no different. Like it's just, I guess you get your muscle spasms and stuff, but by the time you're ready to go to Wonderland, you're probably kind of used to your muscle spasms. You know what your body's gonna do before you already know it's gonna happen. So you're just like, all right, it already happens anyways. I'm just gonna be on the roller coaster when it happens. Fuck it, you know. And so yeah, so I don't know. I don't really muscle spasm on the roller coaster though. To be honest, it's weird. Like I'm just like I'm not worried about my legs. I'm worried about being like, oh fuck, you know, or hands out or whatever the hell I'm feeling. But like, no, it's the tall ones that scare me though, the high ones. But no, I don't think being in a wheelchair makes the roller coasters any different. Like
Mhm.
it's just getting in and out of them that's different. And all the people looking and watching. So you got to get over that part, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, and then me, I got the fucking crazy ass head, so you know I can't wear my hats and shit. So I got like a million eyes on that, looking at me like fucking Frankenstein. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah. You
It
know,
is
you gotta
what
get
it
to
is.
after an injury, you gotta get to the point where you know you just don't give a f about nobody's opinions. You know, opinions are like buttholes. Everybody has one. You know.
Oh, my favorite
You know.
opinion is how I'm always. you're such an inspiration. It's just like people used to say that to me when I was sitting there in a chair, just not going out or doing anything. I'm somehow an inspiration. But now that I'm doing everything, I'm still an inspiration. Well, make up your mind. Like, what's an inspiration? Like, I don't
Right?
know. I'm just a fucking
Yeah.
guy in a wheelchair to make you look better, feel better about yourself when you're fucking doing things, I guess. I don't know. But if you're going to come up to me anyways, you must have something going on. So I guess, whatever. If it makes you feel better.
True.
I don't really care. Like, but if it makes
Yep.
you feel better, then come tell me about your aunt, cousin, uncle, brother, fucking whoever you're ditching and leaving behind and tell me how they couldn't make it and that it's really cool to see me there and I'm an inspiration. And
It's like, I just live my life, and if that's an inspiration
yeah.
to you,
Oh yeah, I guess look what I'm
that's
talking to. You
that's
probably
so
hear that like
cool.
way more than fucking me. You go to fucking raves and shit.
Oh my
Oh
god, it's
fuck.
every person in a wheelchair. It's like, I was watching this one video the other day on like Instagram or whatever, and it's like coming up to you. It's like, oh, I was having a bad day, and then I saw you, and you inspire me. It's like, it's like
What the fuck?
having somebody. It's like someone having a low IQ, like thinking they have a low IQ, and then walking up to you, and it's like, oh, I thought I was in a bad mood because I thought my IQ was really low, but now I see you, and you got a lower IQ, and you're still living your life and having a good life, but so that makes me feel better about myself and makes me feel inspired. It's like, okay,
Yeah, that's retarded.
yeah,
Oh, fucking trigger word right there. Fucking yeah, it's so fucking. People like that
yeah,
deserve to be fucking like
yeah.
just they don't
I'm
deserve
just
anything.
trying to,
They just deserve. I don't like to use that fucking people like that though. They're just like it's like okay, buddy. Well, whatever makes you feel. I had this one chick message me, tell me about how she was like suicidal even, and I'm like, and then I'm just like, oh, man. And then she goes and says, you know what made me feel better? Seeing how much you're still living your life, and your life is like way worse than mine. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, you had me in the first half, but you just lost me
yeah.
there. Like, what the fuck?
It's
Like,
like people try to
you
be nice about
dumbass.
it, but then it's like you're being offensive. Like, it's like,
Yeah, it's like,
I love my life. I love every aspect of my
yeah, it's
life.
like,
I
I'm
live my
sorry, you
life
think
on
your
my
life
terms.
sucks, but my life's fucking awesome. Like, man,
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm fucking playing a band, I fucking do golf. Well, golf's, I'm just getting into golf. It's interesting.
Let's try cool it down on the F words a little bit.
Oh,
I know that's
sorry, yeah,
like
I smoked, I
every third
medicated
word is a
before,
fuck.
I medicated before I hopped on, so, it's, as lots of us
Oh,
quad
jeez.
squadians do,
Yeah,
But yeah, so
true
bring it
that.
down to PG-13,
Yeah, I know. Like when we talk, this is how we talk. I mean, I
We've
think
just been
YouTube doesn't like it
demonetized.
when.
Sorry about that. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah,
um, yeah, man,
yeah,
wakeboarding and friggin' all that stuff's pretty cool. I met a blind
yeah,
dude.
so
Dude, so there's this blind dude and he wakeboards. Dude,
gotta love the
relax.
pups. Relax.
Thank you.
Yeah.
On the phone.
So how long did it take you to learn how to sit ski and stuff?
I still haven't fully learned how to sit ski. I suck. I'm not independent yet, but I'm learning the speed control. I got my own sit ski. I'm gonna be I'm gonna master at least the bunny hill by myself, and then
Mhm.
my goal this year is to be able to do the chairlifts by myself and go down the hill by myself, and then I can actually go skiing with my friends and shit. That would be pretty cool. Um,
Yeah,
and then I don't know what else. I've been doing it for a few years though. It's been just a couple years actually, 2 years. And I went down to
yep,
Whistler last year, and that was awesome, but a little early. Probably could have waited.
yep,
Probably should have waited, but at least now I got goals. Like it's a good thing to go. Sometimes it's good to get in over your head. You can try out things that like are a little too much because you get like it really shows you one, do you wanna is the juice worth the squeeze? And two, do you really like wanna keep trying? Is this something that you really want to work towards and go through? And me, it's just like, hell yeah! I look at all the mountains, you look at all this stuff, and it's like, I got to be up there. Like that's what I got to do. So this year, I'm spending the entire. I got a season's pass. I got my sit ski. I live 20 minutes away from the ski resort, so I'm just gonna be going there. pretty much every
Yep.
day, and been working out all year at the gym. Like my routine flip flops a little bit, but this month I've been going like 3 times a week to the gym, eating healthy, drinking shit ton of water, sleeping, you know. So it's like I said, I went to the sit ski thing for the first time, and I'm just like, just giving her
Yep.
and just like falling over and getting back up. And obviously, I'm green and don't really know, I'm not good at things. I don't have the technique yet, but I think I'll be able to pick it up pretty quickly. And I'm a
Yep.
Canadian lad, I know how to. I've been playing friggin' NHL on the Xbox my whole life, anyways, and playing road hockey back, so you already know how to play hockey. Like, if you grow up in Canada and you always, like, you already know keywords, like, you go where the puck, you don't go where the puck is, you go where the puck's going, and that's true, So as long as you
Yep.
can just remember that, you're pretty much good to go. And you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, so just, like, I'm just going to live by those philosophies. And, yeah,
True that.
pretty cool. And then, I don't know,
Yeah.
man. That's just my winter stuff, though. Like, the wakeboarding is friggin' pretty cool. Like, I saw,
Yeah, I
oh, yeah,
saw
you want to
that.
talk about my blind friend? Yeah. So there's this blind dude on the national team, and he's crazy. He goes, first time I meet him, he's running and goes and runs up a dock, stubs his toe on the wood, almost fit, like, goes ass over head off the dock into the water, and, like, catches himself and just goes, huh, who put that wood there? And starts laughing about it. And it's just like, how are your feet not broken, man? Like, you just went thud barefoot against the wood and almost flipped. Like, it was crazy. And then he comes up to my scooter and he's just like, he's touching it. He's like, what's this do? And I'm like, that's the speed control. He's like, what's this do? I'm like, that's the throttle. He's like, what's this do? I'm like, reverse. Goes through all the functions. And I'm like, this guy wants to ride my scooter. I know it. And he's got like, so he's blind in a way that he can't see straight, but he can see peripheral. So it's
Yep.
like, so if he's looking at you, like he's gonna be looking at you like that, and that's like you're gonna be like a you're gonna be like an object more than a like you can't see your face. You know what I mean? Like, I guess you still look like a person, but like you look like more of a blob than a person. Like, you can't see the details of your face or anything, right? Because it's like I can see my phone's there, I can see my hand waving, but like I can't see how many fingers I'm holding up. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so that's probably what it's like. Anyways,
Yep.
he sits on
So
my
how
the
how
next
did
day.
you?
No, listen, listen,
Yeah.
listen. Next day, I go up to him like, "All right, dude, you ready?" And he was like, "Ready for what?" Big smile on his face. I'm like, "You want to ride the scooter, don't you?" And he's like, "Oh, I wasn't gonna ask." And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, hop in the thing." And like, he hops in. Like, this blind dude is driving my scooter, man. He drove it around. It was awesome. Like, I never seen anything like it. And he goes up wakeboarding and stuff, man. So like this whole para team, yeah, man, they're sick. Like a bunch of other guys in wheelchairs, and like, I'm like, yeah, man, it was really cool. Like, that's
So
what I'm saying.
how
Next year, you gotta go.
how'd you get into it? Like, how'd you come up with the idea? How'd you find the resources to get into it and stuff?
I heard about it at the end of my sit ski season last year. I'm like, well, what do we do now? Like, sit ski's over. Like, oh, I'm bored. Like, I'm gonna be bored. Like, what do I do? And she was like, well, some people get into like adaptive wakeboarding, so yeah. And then I was like, okay. And then that's all it was from there. And then like it was on me to just like look up, Google search every friggin' place I absolutely could, and I just kept calling people and emailing people. I must have talked to like 20 people before I finally got a hold of the right guy, and then the right guy happened to have a connection to the national wakeboarding team of Ontario, and he like fit me in to like go pretty much train with them for a week, and I did, and it was awesome. And by the end of it, I could do a 180 on the wakeboard, and now I'm like
Okay.
training with the actual other guys on the team. And so, pretty much, the goal is to get onto the national team now and go up to Australia or something next year, and for Worlds and friggin' compete because they don't have any quads like me on the team. So, like, by that, I mean, like, I would be classified as like a C something too. And because, like, my hands work good, but I don't have much sensation in them, obviously, and I can stand and stuff, but I still have muscle spasm and all that stuff. So I'm like, technically, a para is going to be above me in a category of skill, so I'm going to be below the paras in like a category with a bunch of other quads. But there's not too many quads that do it, so it's like,
Yep.
yeah, the competition's going to be interesting. Like, I don't know, it's weird. I don't really know exactly how it's going to work, but hey, man, if I go to Australia for friggin' wakeboarding, like, hell yeah, sign me up.
That'd be cool.
I can't even swim.
Yeah.
That's like, I use a life jacket. Without a life jacket, I'll sink. I can't, like, one of the guys on the team asked me, he's like, wait, can you even swim, dude? And I'm like, he's like, and you're out here trying to wakeboard? What's the matter with you? And I'm like, I don't know, man. I didn't know you had to, like, swim was a requirement. I got my life jacket on. I got my helmet. Like, I can go like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Friggin'.
Have you ever tried like swimming after your accident?
Yep. My mom has a pool. I'm not good at it.
Yeah, I'm not
I
very good
sink.
at it either. I can keep myself afloat, and like when I was in down in Costa Rica, I hired someone like a swim instructor just to help me get in and out of the pool. And when I was there, he was actually a swim instructor, so he like taught me how to kind of swim, and I tend to use my legs to walk around in the pool and stuff like that and move myself around.
You can
But then he
actually do
like
that?
taught
I
me.
can't do that. Oh wait, I guess
Yeah, yeah, like you just
I have
kind
a
of like when you're in the
flotation
pool.
device, but like, yeah,
Yeah, so
I
like
don't know.
what he does is you put what I always do is I put a noodle around my arm. So
Yeah,
through one arm pit and around the other, and that helps
yeah,
you stay
like
straight and
that.
stay above. Yeah, like
Yeah, I
so
can't.
one the if you do the noodle around your in between your armpits, it makes it so much easier. Like I wouldn't go swimming without a noodle.
Hmm.
It keeps your chest above and makes it so that you can place your feet and stuff like that. It makes
I
it
need to
so that
use
you
two
can move
noodles.
yourself around.
Yeah, I know what you're
Yeah?
talking about. I use two noodles because like I'm not brave enough to use one noodle. I'm too scared. And but yeah, that's what I do at my like parents' house out their pool. Or if I go to a public pool, I just use a noodle, like a couple noodles. And
Yep.
unless they got one of those thick ass noodles, and one's good. But
You should check
I
out
don't know.
my recent if you check out my recent video I made when in Panama, I bought this new flotation device. It's like you blow it up and it's like a U and then it's bigger and you can put your arms around it. It's actually pretty comfortable or it has a seat like a liner you can sit on and then just
Yeah,
float around. I only paid like $20 on Amazon. It was beautiful. But like when I was in Costa Rica, the guy taught me how to so if you were to fall forward, how to flip yourself around so you don't drown. And like it was terrifying. It was terrifying trying to teach myself
fuck
that.
that. You
Yeah,
get it
because
though?
like that's the main thing is you need to know how to get your face above water if you flip without panicking. Because as
With a
long as you
life
figure
jacket on or
that piece,
without?
what?
Like without a life jacket?
No, with like so yeah, no, without a life jacket, you just have a noodle under your armpit, and
Hmm.
like if you go without the noodle, if you start bring because like what I always do is I always lean back, so my feet are always in front of my body, because if you go stand up and your feet get behind you, your face goes forward. So I always keep my feet out in front of me.
That's how I like
But
to do it.
if
I
you
like to go
want,
like that. I like to actually do it like that. So I like to have my feet out behind me and the noodle up underneath me, and I just go like that. But like I was a really strong swimmer before I got hurt, so I already got the like I already know
yeah,
how to swim. It's just yeah.
yeah,
But
but
yeah, it's fucking. I gotta hop off now though, buddy.
all right, bro.
I
Thanks for
was on
coming. I
for 15
appreciate it. I
minutes.
appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, bro. It was good.
Yeah, you got any last words of advice for people after an injury that are like, want to get into these things or want to go out and live their life, you know, but they're
Yeah.
scared to?
All I have to say to those people is just try to not let your disability change you, man. Like you are who you are, and just like even if you can't do it as good as you could do it before, you can do something like it, and like I don't know, just don't change who you are. Try to keep up, try to keep your spirit alive, man. You're not dead until you're dead. So yeah, I always like to quote Wayne Gretzky on this one and say, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and that's really true. Like I friggin' tried 5 different sports this summer, and I'm gonna like stick to all of them. Like so, yeah.
Yep. I appreciate that, man.
Hey, buddy.
And so what level of so you're quadriplegic, but your level is like C2. So like what happened? So when you got electrocuted, it like shocked the shit out of your spinal cord, or did it break your spinal cord?
No, so it shocked my whole central nervous system. So I'm C1, brainstem C1, and
Okay.
so at the very start of it, I was like cross-eyed. I couldn't breathe on my own. I couldn't. Had a feeding tube. You know how it is like at the start.
Yep.
Except that shit didn't get better. Like I couldn't breathe on my own for like almost 60 days. Like it was crazy, and fucking ugh, it was crazy. It was crazy. I was in a coma for 10 days after my accident. I guess that's pretty common though. Um, yeah, I couldn't move even. I couldn't even lift my arm or move an elbow or move a finger, press a button on. I couldn't get my call button for my nurse for like
Shoot.
months. It was C1, and then went to Lyndhurst, and then I met you shortly after. When I met you, I was like, I don't even know, I was like super skinny. My hands were like all quadded out still, like you know what I mean. And like I couldn't touch anything without getting electrocuted up everything, and then I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I used a lot of anger to get better at the start.
True.
Anger and spite and hatred. I was just like, or I just thought about one person that really pissed me off, and like that was the first time I managed to lift my arm and like start making like a punching motion, and
Okay.
couldn't get my hands to work, but like the passion was there, and I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna, I don't know, and then I don't know if you remember, but like it's personal to me, but like I remember the first time I flicked a lighter, and I was like, oh my god, like I got a spark, and I was just
Yep.
like, that was the craziest thing that ever happened. And then like everybody that we were smoking a joint with, they just all went quiet. Like you might have even been there, and so everybody just like shut up completely and was like,
Yep.
dude, did you just spark that lighter? And I'm like, yeah, man. And then they're like, the guy who was using the lighter, he was like, just lighten up your grip, man. You almost got it. And I'm just like, flame.
Yep.
Yeah. And it was like the best fucking moment of my life. And then going to OT the next day, being like, check it out. Look what I can do. And I got the light going. And then she just looks at me like I'm a friggin' idiot and says, so? And I'm like, so I'm going to walk again. And she's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, if I can make my finger do that, why can't I make my legs stand? Like, you know? And then she's just like, because this doesn't work like that, Greg. And I'm like, well, it's going to. And then now I can
Yep.
friggin', 10 years later with lots and lots and lots of physio and again, not giving up, I can walk with the trekking poles. And,
Yep.
it's pretty cool. And then
One
now I
day
got
at
to
a
go.
time,
Now when I go and hang
small
out with my buddy
accomplishments at a
Nick, I
time.
get to be his PSW, and it's fun.
Yep.
Get to go into music festivals for free, and then bring my PSW because I say, hey, well, I'm a
Yep.
guy in a wheelchair and I need a PSW, so that's a cool loophole that we found. Fucking,
Yeah,
we can double it
absolutely.
up. Like, so yeah, you know what? Add some more party modes for other people in wheelchairs. You can get your friends into concerts for free. Sporting events don't count. The Rogers Center sucks. What else? Budweiser stage, they don't let you to the floor. It's a fire hazard. Um, Life sucks, but you know what? Keep going, screw it. Nick will tell you all
Yep.
about the venues that are good and that aren't that good. So if you ever have any questions on where you can or can't enjoy, ask him. If you like heavy metal, I don't know if Nick's been to Lee's Palace, but I have, and that place sucks. It's the worst place you could ever go if you're in a wheelchair. Don't do it. But if you have to, you have to. Just good luck.
Yeah. Make the
Yeah.
best of it and figure it out.
Yeah, venues are shit. Most of them are not accessible, but
Yep.
old venues especially. But yeah, anyways, boys, I'm gonna hop
All
off
right,
now.
bro. Thanks for coming, Greg. I really appreciate it. And
Yeah,
I'll catch
it's
you
been
on
a
the
half
next
hour.
one.
I'm dead.
Yeah, I know. Hey, I said I'll take you for 15 minutes, and you gave me half an hour, so I'm grateful.
Yeah, buddy.
All
All
right,
right,
take it
man.
easy, Greg.
Yeah, you have a good night. Cheers, man.
You too, bro. Peace.
Peace.
All right, boys and girls. You guys got any questions, Sheldon? You want to hop on? I sent you the link, Sheldon. All right. Thanks for coming. Yeah, I'm glad my buddy Greg came through. He's he's just like me, you don't live on your own terms, Yeah, you broke your neck or yeah, you got a disability, but make the best of your situation, We're both great examples of, shit happens. Shit does happen. Life is not always peachy, We hit bumps in the road, but ultimately you got to hold on to that hope, hold on to those goals of yours and live life the way you want to live it. Don't let your limitations limit you. Take those limitations and give them the middle finger and be like, I'm gonna still do it. If you've got those things you love to do before your accident, figure out how to do them after. Now he's sit skiing. Now he's sledge hockeying. Now he's wakeboarding. All as a quadriplegic. And he actually is part of screamo metal rock band. And he plays the guitar and he does the yelling and stuff like that. It's pretty crazy. He's got better finger movement than me. That's why he's able to play a guitar and stuff. But ultimately, he makes the best of his situation. And that's what you got to do, And all right, so now we got the one and only Sheldon, the blind traveler, hopping on. All right, Sheldon's back.
Yo,
Oh wait, you
Hey,
want
I
back
got one
ink?
more. I got one thing to say and clear
Oh
up.
yo, Greg's
I,
back. Greg's back. He's got one more thing.
I don't play screamo. He's wrong. He's lying. It's
Okay,
metal.
I'm wrong with that.
I play metal. I play guitar and
Okay,
I do the vocals.
I didn't
And
know what to
it
call
is
it. I
called
was like, I was real quick with it.
it is called Out of Spite, and it's pretty
Out of
sweet.
spite.
So everybody go and check that out.
I'll
And
leave
the
I'll leave
type of,
the link down in the description for his YouTube channel, his Instagram for Out of Spite.
and James Francis, the ski that I use is a something from France, prash. I don't know, man. Some French
Monoski or
one.
something.
Oh, mono ski, yeah. But it's he's asking what skis I use. It's just some awesome race ski from Europe. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, boys.
All right.
Sheldon,
All
I
right,
gotta meet you
bro.
sometime, brother. It would be
All
awesome to
right,
meet you
bro.
sometime, dude.
All right. All right. Take it easy,
yes,
Greg.
sir.
Yeah, take her
What
easy,
up,
boys.
Greg?
What's going on, Sheldon?
Peace. All right. What's up, Sheldon?
Quad squad,
What up, Sheldon? Quad
quad
Squad back at it.
squad. Yo, is
Quad
the camera?
Squad. What?
Is the camera on me, dude? You know
Yeah,
I'm
camera's
blind.
on you.
Shoot, okay. We got blind guy holding the phone, guys.
True
You
that.
got one guy who's skiing with no legs, and you got a blind guy here holding the phone perfectly.
Well, not quite perfectly. Yo, hold your phone sideways, and then it doesn't really matter if you're in the middle or not.
Oh, like this?
Yeah. Perfect.
Oh, so that means I can get my selfie stick out too then next time.
Yeah. Next time you get your selfie stick out, and then you can just put it in one spot.
Okay, yeah. What's going on, Nick?
What's
Yo, man,
going
that was
on,
a
buddy?
sick. That was a good interview, my brother. That was a good
Thank
interview,
you,
dude.
thank you. Yeah, no, it's good. You almost bailed out at the last minute. I'm like, bro, I already made the post. You're coming. Give me 15
Yeah,
minutes at least. He's like,
yeah,
all right,
man.
I'll give you 15. He gave me half an hour, so I'm glad.
Yes, sir. So what's going
Yeah,
on in the chat, man? What's going on in the chat? How many people are watching?
we got 4 people on right now. Yo, guys, hit
All
us up
right.
in the chat. Ask us some
Let us
questions.
know. Yeah, let us know where you're from, man. Where you tuning into? Like, where you
Yeah,
from, man?
where
United
you
States?
from?
Yeah,
How's
yeah.
the
What's going
weather?
on?
What do you want to know? Hit us up in the chat. Yeah.
Oh
How you
man.
been, Sheldon?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Life is good. Life is good. I actually just posted a video today of us
Yep.
at the RAU resort. You guys
Yeah, I
can
saw
check that
that.
out on my YouTube channel, Sheldon the Blind Traveler. Yeah, it's just like our last day there. It's like a
Yep.
6-minute video. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't
So
watch it yet, but I saw
no,
it.
yeah, you guys check it out, man. You guys check it out on my YouTube channel. So
Yo, did
what's
you
going
see
on with
that?
your channel? Sir, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean my channel's doing pretty good. Like for some reason my documentary from like, 10 years ago has been blowing up. Been getting a lot of
Okay.
watch hours and watch time from that, which
Okay.
is really great.
Yeah.
And I actually had this person. So there's this person that lives in Panama and makes a whole bunch of videos about Panama. It's about like she's got like 8 or 9,000 subscribers,
Mm-hmm.
and she made a post on her YouTube about me, like, hey, if you guys want to know the accessibility of Panama, this guy Quad Squad came through and he made some videos on Panama
Nice.
and accessibility.
Yeah.
Go check him out. And I was like, what?
Nice.
They came out of nowhere, and I was like, thank you for the shout out. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. That's
Yeah,
amazing,
because she
dude.
had
That
people
is
asking about
amazing,
the
dude.
accessibility.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
so it
Yeah.
was really
Dude, that's
great. I was
amazing,
stoked about
dude.
that.
Yeah. That is
Yeah.
amazing, dude. I actually had a podcaster guys that hollered at me last week to do an interview. His channel's called Let's Talk Travel. Then he also has a YouTube channel called Melanated Traveler. And yeah, he reached out to my Instagram. He loved our Panama videos, guys.
Yeah.
Me and Nick's Panama video. And then yeah, he wanted to interview. So did an interview with him. You guys can check it out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. So YouTube, Melanated Traveler, and then on Instagram, it's Let's Talk Travel. Yeah. Yeah,
Nice.
man, we're doing the damn thing, Nick. We're doing the damn
Yeah,
thing,
we're doing
man.
the damn thing,
Yeah, man.
living our life.
We are doing the damn thing. Come on, guys. What do you guys want to know, man? Ask us some questions, man. You want to know where we're going to go next?
Yeah.
Our next move, our next date, our next meal. Let's go.
Yeah. True
Yo,
that.
what did you eat? What did you eat for dinner tonight?
I just drove back down from Muskoka.
Okay.
So
Oh, did your mom make your favorite steak?
yeah, she
I
did
know
one of
you.
the days. So I went up
Oh,
I
shit.
drove up on Thursday because I had to go for a close family friend. I had to go to his funeral on Thursday, and then it was like
Yeah,
already
sorry,
kind of
sorry
like
for your
up in North
loss. Yeah.
York. So then I went up north after for the weekend, and then we went to his burial on Friday, and then we chilled and did not a lot on Friday. Saturday chilled, didn't do a lot. Sunday drove back down, stopped in at Finerilia, had lunch with my
Mm-hmm.
brother, my mom, and then I drove back down. The weather was crap on the highway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was raining and shit. So I mean, it's the first time I've done the driving 2 hours to Muskoka or back from Muskoka
Were
in
you
really
by
bad weather.
yourself?
Me and my PSW, so she was in the passenger seat.
Oh, okay,
Um,
okay, okay, okay.
yeah, so
Wow,
it
that's
was
like a
good.
2 hour and 20 minute drive, man.
Yeah, bro, and it's good. I mean,
Shit.
I
Yeah.
stopped like at one of the en routes. I stop halfway just to give my arm a break.
Okay.
Because it's a lot of driving.
Yeah.
So I just need to give myself like a 5 minute break from my arm, and then I continue on.
Okay.
But it was good. It was a good trip. I haven't been at the
Yeah.
college for a while, so I was like,
Yeah. And it was a
yeah,
smooth ride. Because, yo, tell the chat, tell the people what type of accessible vehicle you're driving. Because guys, this vehicle, it's modern, it's very accessible.
yeah,
Very accessible.
yeah. I love my Traverse. So I got a 2023 Chevy Traverse Brown Ability conversion, with the lowered floor, the ramp, and stuff like that. Honestly, it looks so good. Honestly, I love the way it looks. It looks like a beefed up SUV. Like it even looks
Mm,
better than the normal Traverse because it looks
mm,
like it's got side skirts on it because of the lowered floor. And the one thing I really love about my vehicle is that engine. Oh my god, that thing purrs.
mm-hmm,
I
mm-hmm.
put it to the floor and it runs. It's got so much kick in it. I mean,
Nice.
the horsies purr,
Yeah.
and I love hitting the acceleration on that thing.
My
It
favorite, is the
pulls
sound
like
system.
nothing else.
Yeah, my favorite
Yeah,
is the
yeah,
sound
the
system.
Bose sound system.
I can't
The
see
Bose,
shit. All I can hear is just the music. And dude, you got a good
yeah,
sound system in that truck, man.
yeah, I love that vehicle. And like I drive with hand controls and low effort steering, and then push button gear selector.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was gonna go for the driving controls where like you drive with the joystick, but it's so expensive, and I was like, is it really necessary? Is it? I'm like, you know
Mm-hmm.
what? I'm gonna start with hand controls and low effort steering and see how it goes because I want to drive like a regular person. As much as
Mm-hmm.
it's cool to drive like joystick. It's like that's just unnecessary equipment if you don't really need it, you know?
Yeah.
So I kind of, went the one way, and I'm really glad I did because, it makes you feel like you're really driving a vehicle, like you're not driving a wheelchair as a disabled. You're driving a vehicle. Like, you're
Yeah.
driving it with your hand on the steering wheel, the gas and the acceleration. It's like not too much different than driving a real vehicle before your accident. So I love my
Mm-hmm.
vehicle. Honestly, it
Yeah.
drives like a beast. It's good on gas. It goes fast. It
Mm.
sounds good. It looks good. Best investment I've ever made in the last 12 years. The freedom and the
Nice.
everything that comes with my vehicle is unreal. Like just being able to,
Mm-hmm.
my mom used to have to come down to the city and pick me up with our old piece of junk Grand Caravan and pick me up and then drive back up. So it's 4 hours of driver just to come bring me up to the cottage. 2 hours down, 2 hours up, and then,
Yeah.
I'm kind of like a burden at that point. So now just being like, hey mom, yeah, I'm gonna come up to the cottage this weekend. I'm gonna pack up and I'll be right up there, and I just drive up.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah.
And when
Yeah.
I'm up at the
Yeah.
cottage, I'm no longer trapped on the cottage at the cottage because it's in the middle of nowhere. I'll be like, hey
Yeah.
mom, I'm gonna go see my friends in Gravenhurst. I'll be back in a bit. I hop in my car, I go
Yeah.
into
You can
Gravenhurst,
just
stay
try.
with my
Yeah, man.
friend,
That's true, man. That's true. That's true.
you know,
That's actually
and
true,
like,
man. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
the girls that up north that I'd always want to take on a date,
Mm-hmm.
now I can just be like, hey, you want to go on a date, and I
Right.
just go and pick
Right.
them up and take them out. There's nothing like that feeling.
Yeah.
Whether
Yeah.
it's in Toronto or it's up north, just
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
ability to go and pick a girl up,
Mm-hmm.
and then she gets in and she's like, oh, you drive? I'm like, yeah, I drive. You know.
Oh man, you're crazy, Nick.
Yeah, the
Yo,
freedom, the
anybody
freedom is
asking? Yeah, anybody asking any questions?
no.
Are,
We've
are you
got we
guys
got a
shy?
steady. We've just got 2 people in here
Okay,
the whole
okay.
time, and I think you're 2 people, right? I think you're
I
you're,
just
you're
me and you.
yeah. Is it Francis and Sheldon?
Oh yeah,
Francis
me and
and
you.
Sheldon,
Yeah,
that's
yeah, me
both
and you and my
you.
other. Yeah.
Are both of those people logged into the stream right now?
Yeah, yeah. My well,
Okay.
no, just no. Well, I guess I would be one too, right? On my phone
No,
or
so
no?
we are 2 separate. We're on a separate. We're on
Oh, so there's actually
StreamYard.
one. So there's actually one person watching then right now.
Yeah, then there's one person. Come on, hit us in the chat. Where are you from? Who you are? Who you be? Who you be?
Who you be,
You want to
man?
hop in,
Where you
Mister?
be at?
You're the guy
What's
sitting in the back corner. Like I don't want to bring awareness that I'm here, but we know you're
right?
here. You're part
So
of the
if you
squad.
so let me ask you now, if you go through the chat, there's no other like there's no comments, no nothing. Because I know at one time I did look about 45 minutes ago and there was like 5, 6 people in the chat. Like
Well,
watching.
I
Sorry,
can't
not in
see
the chat, like
anything.
watching. So if you
Yeah,
look
people. We had like 5 people at one point, but they're
but
all
nobody
out now.
yeah, I'll draw out. Okay, nobody asked any questions.
Yeah, just 2 people. No one's asking questions. You were the only one asking questions.
Okay.
Because you're Francis. You're James Francis. I
Yeah, yeah, I'm
appreciate
also
that
James.
though.
Yeah. But
Trying.
yo,
I was
so
like, I was just answering. I was letting him do his interview, and then I was like,
yeah.
I'll answer the questions later. And the answers to some of the questions would have already came in the interview.
Yeah.
So
But
I
here's
was
the
just
thing. But here's the thing. I like I know you have there's a formula to this, and I know you got it because when I go back to your first live, I think it's over 300 views right now. Your first
yeah,
live. There's a formula to this, right? Like
yeah.
when you read the actual title to your first live, and also what does the thumbnail look like?
It's me and him at a concert.
No, I mean like our first live, the first live that we did that has 300
Oh, it
views.
was me in front of Panama.
Yeah, see. I
Yeah.
guess the
All
first,
right, we
yeah,
got
like
someone in. Come on, drop
yo,
us
what's
where you're
going on,
from.
guys?
Stick around, yo. We talk about some crazy shit here.
Yes, sir. Let's
Yo,
talk
so
travel.
yo,
Let's talk. Go ahead.
so did that girl ever hit you up about going on that date again?
The flight attendant.
Well, either that one or the other one or the other
Oh,
one,
I know which one you're talking about. Miss,
the one that
I would just say Mississauga.
yeah, the Saga one.
No.
True. Yeah, no.
Flop.
If she wants to get together,
Flip.
she coming to you this time.
Exactly. Flipping and flopping, bro. And I
Yeah,
and,
flip
and I
flop.
think that she knows now, like, you know what? Okay, yeah, I screwed this one up because come on, like I literally was going out of my way to go all the way out there, and it takes about an
Yep.
hour to get out there, and I don't drive. I'm blind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Us guys, us guys,
flipping.
us guys with disability are worth it because we go above and beyond, bro.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Flipping and flopping like flapjacks on a Sunday morning.
Yeah. No, I've got this three chance rule. You know,
Uh huh.
I'll give a girl 3 chances to flake, and then I stop trying. You know,
Right.
I
Right.
understand
Right.
one
Right.
time, understandable. 2 times, you got a good reason. 3 times, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you give me just a silly excuse, you know, I ain't trying no more, you know. I
Mm-hmm.
know my worth. I know that I'm a good guy. I know that, you know, I'm gonna treat you right. So I mean, if I make time for you in my schedule, I expect you to, you know, show up. And it's
And
okay to
respect your time as
reschedule.
well. Yep.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I'm a busy guy. I'm a hella busy guy. I barely have time for myself on a regular week. It's like, you know, if I'm making time for you, you know, I'm making you special. I'm giving you time in my schedule. So it's
Mm.
like, you know, if a girl's not gonna respect your time, you know, the only thing we don't have an immense amount of in our life is time. Time is the only thing you can't get
Mm-hmm.
more of, you know?
Yeah.
So you gotta make every second count, you know?
And let me share something with who's ever is watching, even if it's one person or nobody. But
Yeah.
Nick, I remember, the first few months of being blind, losing my eyesight, knowing that, like, this is like a huge, you know, transition in my life. You know what I mean? Like, I said to myself, like, I could look at this as a blessing or look at it as a curse. Because
Yep.
let me tell you, man, in the beginning, I didn't think no girl would even want to talk to me because I was blind and I have a disability. And the worst thing is, I remember I met this girl at the Bay. She worked at the Bay and we were hitting it off. And then she was telling me that she's a personal trainer. And then she's like, I wanted to take her out on a date, right? And then she kind of gave me that pity thing, like, "Oh, I have clients that are also handicapped," and then when she called me a handicap, I'm like, "God damn!" Calling me a handicap is like she was calling me the N word. That's how it felt. You know what I'm talking about? That word handicap, right? So I was just like,
Yep.
"Oh man," like, you know what I mean? She didn't say you have a disability, or she, like, literally, like hearing the word handicap is like me hearing like reject, retard, like, you know what I mean, right? Like,
Yeah.
it hits like that for me when I hear that word handicap. So
I feel you.
yeah, man. So after, obviously, you know, learning how to use my white cane, learning how to love myself with what I got dealt with, just like helped me to where I'm at today, where I'm traveling the world, I'm living my best life. Like, I remember I asked you, Nick, I said, like, do you ever think of, like, like, man, like, I wish I could walk again, like, this life that I'm living, I'm not happy? Like, do you ever say to yourself, like, like, yeah, like, I can't live this life that I'm living, like, I want to live when I used to walk, right? Because, like, meeting women and having that feeling that, like, oh man, like, I don't think I'm worth talking to this girl because I have a disability is crazy, and I can't believe I used to think that way.
Yeah, no, in the beginning it's like, yeah, I mean the beginning, but then once I got good with my life, I was like, you know what? I love this life and I'm gonna make the most of it. You know? And
Hmm.
you know, if you know I meet girls and stuff like that, and some I won't lie, some can't accept it, some can't see it, you know, and
Hmm.
you just gotta keep being you. Just be staying your amazing self. You know, you're a catch, you know, I'm a catch, you know, we got a lot to
Exactly.
offer, you know, and like
Exactly.
if a girl doesn't see that, then they're not worth it. You know, like
No,
if a girl
exactly.
can't accept you for exactly who you are and love you for who you are, never
Hmm.
settle. Never settle.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
I for my not my recent ex, but the previous ex, like you know, I wasn't really happy in the relationship towards the
Uh-huh.
end, but you know, I settled. I was like, you know, this is probably the best I'm gonna get. I mean, she was still like a 9, but like still, it was like I wasn't
Hmm.
happy with the person I was with. You know,
Hmm.
looks are look. You know, looks really don't matter. I mean, you do have to be attracted to the person, but really you got to be in love with the person inside, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, at some point I was like, I'm not going to get better. So I'm just going to keep trying to make this work. And it wasn't until after that relationship that I was like, you know what? You know, I that relationship showed me that I was worthy of love and worthy of
Mm-hmm.
finding someone that will accept me and love me and all that stuff. And I was like, after that relationship ended, I was like, I'm just gonna focus on me and do me. And whenever that right person comes, that right person comes,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and and it's gonna be great. But
Right.
realistically, I will never settle again because
Yeah,
if
me
you
too.
settle, you've just got two people unhappy. And
Exactly.
like,
I did that in 2019, and you're right, dude. Like I didn't know my worth. I went back into that victim mindset of like, oh, I can't do any better than this because I'm blind. And that's why today, like I'm so confident, dude. I can fly anywhere in the world and let my nuts hang. That's how confident I am now.
yeah, you just gotta lose some of that weight, Sheldon.
Yeah, they're in the gym. Yes.
Yeah, I saw this guy. Saw a picture of this guy 3 4 years ago when we were just chilling in Panama having a smoke, and I saw a picture of this guy. I was like, "Damn, who this? Who this?" Sheldon, you can look amazing. You look good. You look like Rick Ross, and that's good.
Mhm.
But sometimes we get a little comfortable. But we can always get back to where we were. We can always get back to being better and healthier and stuff like that. And we just have to
Yeah,
make
I've
a
been eating a
priority.
lot, man. I've been eating like a boss ever since I've been traveling, man. Like, yeah, I ain't gonna get you. I ain't gonna lie about that, man. I've been eating good in these countries, man. And yeah, and I haven't been hitting the gym. I haven't hit the gym in over a year. Yeah, so I've
Yep.
just been traveling, but not hitting the gym, man. That's not good. That's not good.
Yep.
Yeah, I
I
definitely
feel
gotta
you.
start
And I
hitting the
mean,
gym.
we all get stuck in those ruts. You're
Hmm.
no different than the rest of us. We all get to a
Well, it's not
point where
really
we
being
get
a. It's not really me being in a rut. It's just me being
getting,
lazy.
yeah, being comfortable, being in a rut of
Well,
being comfortable and
it's not
happy
even
with what
about.
things are.
It's not even about being comfortable. It's just about like I just don't feel like, dude. At one point, I was hitting the gym very hard, and I'm not making any excuses. I was hitting the gym really hard, and like I just kind of hit like a plateau, like I hit a roadblock where last year October, I was just like, oh damn, I can't do this anymore. I got to take a break because at the end of the day, like be careful when you're going to the gym because I would go like 6 days a week and I was going hard. Like you saw how much weight I lost. I was going hard, man. And I hit that block. I just hit that I hit that plateau where I'm like, okay, I don't want to do this now, man. You know what I mean? And I stopped for a whole year, dude. You know?
Yeah.
But it's just me being lazy, that's all.
Yeah.
It's just me
We
being
all get
lazy.
lazy. That's
Yeah.
that's a human nature. We all get lazy.
Yeah.
But eventually we gotta take our best confidants, our best friends,
Yeah.
for them to tell us, man, you used to look good. You still look good, but you can look better. And then you just gotta prioritize it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, I used to be a chubby little fucker. You know,
Yeah.
yo,
Mm-hmm.
if you guys look at my old videos and when I first started my channel and all that stuff, bro, I was a big chubby little boy. I was a chubby little boy,
Mm-hmm.
and my
Mm-hmm.
teeth looked awful. I had cracked teeth. If you haven't noticed, I have new teeth and stuff. And like we get into a comfortable situation where it's like, we don't really realize how big we're getting until someone says
Mm-hmm.
something, and we're like, all right. And I did keto, and I lost 50 pounds in like 3 to 6 months, and it got me
Mm-hmm.
back on
Mm-hmm.
track. And
Mm-hmm.
with working out and healthy eating and stuff like that, I started losing the weight.
Mm-hmm.
And then with this recent ex-girlfriend, I lost a lot more weight. I got to what the weight I want to be at, and
Mm-hmm.
way I want to look and stuff like that. And it takes time to get to those periods in our life where it's like, we start prioritizing things different. We always have our
Mm-hmm.
goals. Sometimes weight and healthiness is not always our highest priority. Right now it's been for you traveling the world, showing people that you can still have a good life after an injury and after a
Mm-hmm.
disability. And okay, I don't have a lot. I'm on
Mhm.
ODSP. I work really hard
Mhm.
when I'm at home to be
Mhm.
able to afford these trips. I do them on a budget, but realistically, I'm not a baller. I don't sell drugs.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
scrape by every single trade. I'm scraping by, but I
Mhm.
do it for you guys. And that's my
Mhm.
priority, is showing you guys that you can still have a good life after being blind. You can still
Mhm.
live life to the fullest. You can still do it. Don't be scared. Just go and do it. And live your life.
Mhm.
And that's been your priority.
Mhm.
And it's a good priority. It's
Mhm.
and it's going well. Your channel's doing really well. And even after our trip to Panama, it's both our
Mhm.
channels are doing really well. You know,
Mhm. It'll
yeah,
get better, man. It'll get better. It'll get
it
better.
will get better.
I hope it'll get better because I'm looking at my analytics and my editor was telling me today that my videos that have the most views are the ones with like the thumbnails, with the girls in the thumbnails, and my nightlife videos. Because the
True.
nightlife video that we did is it's over 2,000 views right now. Yeah, and then the other
True that.
videos
I
are
gotta
like
make my
less than
nightlife video.
yeah, and the other ones are less than 1,000.
Yeah, I mean, mine are same thing. Like it's like because it's
Mm-hmm.
like
It's
our
the
channels are a
algorithm. It's
niche.
yeah,
It's not the algorithm. It's that our channels are a niche. You know, they're not mass. They're not like a big huge niche. Like we're tackling niches that are very hard to break into. You know,
yeah, yeah.
it's like we don't have a huge like.
Because the
It's not
algorithm will pick up things like the blind traveler. Once you obviously, I put that as a title, like as like my name, whatever, the blind traveler, and obviously like the algorithm will probably there's probably an actual section for disabled, like you know what I mean, like channels, like you know how they have like your travel channels, you have your cooking channels, like you have your like you know what I mean. So YouTube like is not like obviously like our channel's not gonna hit like the whole
well. I
entire like
mean,
algorithm.
right. You gotta make your channels relate to everybody.
Yeah,
And
yeah. So that's why
I
you're saying with the hashtags. I have a hashtag if you're doing like
hashtags and stuff that directs it in the
yeah,
right direction. But besides
right.
that, you know, we gotta start getting you to be a little bit more vulnerable and telling your whole story. I was talking to mom about
Mm-hmm.
that the other day. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
we gotta get people to fall in love with you for who you are and get them to show you
But
your
you know what's
life and
crazy? I actually have my story out there on like on other
on an
platforms.
interview
But
maybe. But I
well, yeah, yeah.
mean,
I've been interviewed
I
twice
think you got to
actually.
make a dedicated video to all of your followers on YouTube and tell them your situation, what
Mm-hmm.
happened, how you got to where you are, and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. Because you're an amazing guy.
Mm-hmm.
You're an amazing guy. You're an inspiration. You've gone through a
Mm-hmm.
lot, but you've overcome a lot. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like like that's how you get big. Is you get people to fall in love with you, who you are, and what you're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
And with
Mm-hmm.
that, then people will come to every single one of your videos. People will come and watch, regardless of what you're doing or what you're going to do, where you're going, all that stuff. It's just people come to see you, your personality, what you're doing, how you're doing, and
Mm-hmm.
that's how you get a following. I feel like that's what
Yeah, but
most of my following is. It's like it's about me and living my life and showing you that I live a good life
yeah,
at the end of
but
it.
you have to remember you're like so the way it works, like because obviously your name on YouTube is Quad Squad, right? So obviously, you know what I mean, like your videos are like pretty much like accessibility videos, like for like accessories for like your
Yeah,
wheelchair and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
like not like trust me, the algorithm's not going to be put. Okay, so for an example, look for an example when you posted that 50 Cent short when you're at his concert. That's sorry, the Busta Rhymes one. You got like
I feel like we
over 2,000 views.
no,
You
no.
know?
Well, I mean, short wise, yeah, but like
Yeah,
shorts are not hard to get too many views on.
but I'll
But
say
I
long
feel like we're
form.
going off on tangents. We're talking
Yeah,
about
yeah, yeah,
YouTube, which is not what this video is about.
yeah, yeah. I
Uh,
know. Is anybody
like
else on the anybody else in the chat?
no, no, no
Nobody's
one else is
watching. So
dropping
let's
in the
sign off
chats.
then. Let's sign off then.
Yeah, we're gonna sign off.
Yeah.
Thank you all for coming. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you liked the video. I hope you liked the interview. I hope you liked our random shenanigans of talking about random stuff. And yo, if you guys watch this after the fact and you want to know something about next week, who you want me to interview, what you want to know, what the topics are, please drop it down in the comments after this publishes. And, hit that like button, subscribe button, so you're up to date when we go live. I'm going to continue this every Sunday, even if it's only to 2 people. I want to give you guys that outlet. And with that, me and Sheldon, we're going to sign off. Quad Squad.
Yes.
Yeah. And hit you guys all up on the next one. Have a good night. Peace.